the Schmo with the pro, 18-5 MMA career, the OG in the featherweight division. Mr. Chad Mendes just finished up the press conference for Knuckle Mania 2, making that bare knuckle debut. How we doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm pumped to be here. It's been a long last year trying to get ready for this fight, so it kept getting pushed back. We're finally here, and I'm just counting down the seconds till I get in there, man. I'm excited.
Well, clearly you got the accolades in wrestling and mixed martial arts, but you called this sport brutal. You called it grueling. When it came to training for this sport in particular, what made it different in terms of training than the others when it comes to the grueling task?
I mean, honestly, just cutting out a bunch of the other stuff was nice. Getting to focus specifically on boxing and conditioning, strength and conditioning through the whole camp was nice. I didn't have to do 3-4 workouts in a day. I could focus, 1 or 2 workouts, specific for boxing and feel good, recover, and get back in there and train even harder the next day or next couple days. So, yeah, man, I think that's probably the biggest thing.
Obviously a lot different in terms of personalities with you and your opponent, former musician, Famez. You're an elk hunter. Man, what do you make of the matchup for this first one?
Yeah, man, he's a pro boxer. I think this is a perfect way for me to test my skill set, getting in there and fighting somebody that is basically a boxer in their sport. So, wrestling, like you said, has been my lifelong journey, and making that transition into a new sport for me is exciting. So we'll see, man.
The last time the Schmo saw you inside the octagon was at UFC 232. You were fighting AlexVolkanovski, who came on to be the champion. Inside the octagon in that moment, did you feel like that man had championship potential and material to be where he's at now and reigning?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I remember watching that guy fight my teammate, Darren Elkins, and I knew that guy was probably going to be a top 3 guy in our division very soon. I knew going into that fight he was going to be a tough fight, and I was right. So, no, I mean, the guy's definitely proven himself. He's beat everybody in that division, the toughest guys at the top, and continues to do so. So, yeah, it was definitely a tough fight, and he's definitely earned it.
Obviously former foes in Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor. Do you think there'll ever be a day where we see those two square off, maybe in Brazil ever again?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think Conor's probably a little bit past that weight class unless Aldo goes up, but Aldo's down a weight class now, so they're even further apart. So I'm going to say no on that one.
Well, let's talk back to you, man. Do you see an opportunity for yourself to get ever back inside the cage, or do you think that this sport is going to be the last stop for Chad Mendes?
I don't know. We'll see on Saturday how this goes. I keep telling everyone I've obviously never boxed professionally, and I've never bare knuckle boxed professionally. So, I'm either going to go in there and absolutely love this or probably hate it. So we'll see. I'm going to get in there Saturday night, fight. I'll reevaluate. If I ever came back to the UFC, we'd have to renegotiate a contract because I'm still 3 fights there. I still have 3 fights on that contract. It's just not worth it to me to get back in there. So, if we ended up talking and we renegotiated and it was worth it to me, I might think about it.
But they clearly allowed you to fight in this, though.
They did, which was super cool. I honestly thought it was just going to be a no. So the fact that they're allowing me to come make some money for my family and continue competing a little bit was pretty damn cool.
Best advice you've given to teammate Cody Garbrandt, because obviously he's going through a rough stretch right now, and he's a former champion at the bantamweight division.
Yeah, Cody is a tough son of a bitch. I mean, the guy has more skill than probably anyone on our team, or pretty damn close to it. Cody, just needs to get in there and stick to, I think, his basics. He starts getting away from things a little bit and maybe traveling a little bit too much, but Cody's had a lot of stuff on his plate the last year or two. So I think once that stuff all gets ironed out and he's right back in it mentally, I think Cody's untouchable.
How do you envision getting your hand raised February 19th, 2 days from now, Saturday evening?
I mean, ideally the game plan is go out there, fill him out, either break him with pressure or land a big punch and put him to sleep.
Final message for all the Chad Mendes fans out there worldwide.
I just want to say thank you. I have a lot of outside stuff going on outside the fighting world, my businesses and stuff, and it's crazy to see all the amount of love that you guys give. So thank you guys very much, always supporting. It truly does mean a lot.
He's the pro, I'm the Schmo, here at the Hard Rock Guitar Hotel. We're out.